relationship, if we have proportional, and then the other, if it's not proportional, you call them non-proportional. This would be if they are not proportional, okay? That's the opposite. So first we have a rate of change, is a ratio that compares the amount of change in a dependent variable to the amount of change in an independent variable. Proportional relationship means the rate of one quantity is constant, means the same, to the ratio of another quantity. So for example, it says Hugo earns money by dog sitting. The table below lists the money Hugo earns and hours worked. Is this relationship proportional? I want you to put a box around that. So we have the number of hours to the amount earned. First, step one is you write the ratio. It is amount earned per the number of days. Okay? So we start with the amount earned is 30. The number hour is 2. We're going to reduce that by 2 to get 15 over 1. Okay? Then we have the $45 for 3 days. We're going to reduce that by 3. Thank you. And we have 15 over 1. Then we put in the last one, 60 over 4, and we're going to reduce that by 4. And that is 15 over 1. So the amount earned to the number of days is $15 per day. Okay, I want you to make sure you're writing it just like that, $15 per day. So that would be basically my unit rate, okay? So each rate is equal to $15 in 1 day, or $15 per day. Step 2 is to compare the rates. Are these all equal? Yeah? So they are all equal. So the rate is constant. And then the relationship is then proportional. So if the rate is constant, then the relationship is proportional. So basically you're saying they all have the same unit rate. And you can leave those unit rates in fractions, or you can bring them down to decimals. Equation for a proportional relationship is y equals k times x. This is very important for us to know right here. You're going to come back to this a lot in this chapter. I'm going to put stars around this whole box. So equation for a proportional relationship, y equals kx. K is the constant proportionality. How do you find the constant or the k? It's y over x. And then let's go back to our chart up here. Your x is always the first one on the top. Your y is always on the bottom. So Heather swims a total of 3 force miles in 3 minutes. How far did Heather swim in 1 minute? That's 3 force miles in 3 minutes. We're doing the same thing, it's just division. 3/4 divided by 3 over 1. Is 3/4 times 1 over 3. Which I'm gonna reduce by 3. I get 1/4. So she swam 1/4 miles per minute. A 4-pound bag of oranges costs $3.92. A 40-pound case of oranges costs $39.20. Which equation below is correct for this proportional relationship for pounds x and cost y? Alright, so we first have to figure out the unit rate. So we have 4 pounds and it's cost per pound, always cost per pound. So I'm gonna write cost per pound. And the cost is $3.92 for 4 pounds. So then I'm gonna take $3.92 divided by 4. 4 doesn't go into 3, but it goes into 39 how many times? 9 times? 9 times 4 is? So we got 32 left, so 4 goes into 32 how many times? 8. And 8 times 4 is? Is what?
32.
Okay. So we've got 98 cents per pound. This was my x, or excuse me, this was my y, and this was my x. Okay? So x over y. This is what we found to be our, that equals our k. So then we go back to the formula. The formula is y equals kx. So then we'll say y equals k, which is 98 cents x. Do we have that as an option? Yes. Did I have to figure out the one with 40-pound case oranges cost $39.20? No, because they just multiplied both of them by 10. I'm gonna rewrite this so when I look back at my notes, I know that's y equals kx. Melanie needs to rent a carpet shampooer at a cost of $17.50 per day. Which equation below gives the cost of renting the shampooer for X amount of days? Here's where we set it up. It's $17.50 per day. That would be my per 1 day. That is my what? Is that my y, my x, or my constant? What is that going to be? Your unit rate is your constant, so this is already our k. So then it would we just go back to our formula. Y equals k times x. It says k was $17.50, and we don't know how many days, so we put an x in for the days. Y equals that. So C is my answer. Oh, no, I'm sorry, fee, that was $17.05. And here they have the whenever you're writing an algebra, in an algebraic equation, it's always going to be y equals when you're setting this up and when you're gonna start setting up for later on down the road when it comes to slope.